Today, I'm going to be telling you one of the best ways to make money in Grand RP as a beginner or even as an experienced player like myself. It's super simple, it's a very efficient way to make money, and one of the best parts is you get paid on the spot, not every hour. So with that said, I hope you enjoy the video. And to start things off, we gotta head on over to the fire station. If you didn't already guess it, yes, it's being a firefighter. You can make a ton of money from this. Go ahead and park your car right inside the fire station like so and walk on over to this circle and get employed. From there, all you need to do is turn around and walk on over to the wardrobe and you will automatically become a firefighter, which looks pretty damn awesome. You get a nice fire extinguisher, and then you want to head outside, and there's going to be a guy standing on the street. You just want to talk to him and rent a truck. Now, on the top of the screen you guys just saw there, when you have a truck, you're able to actually aim in and hold H to use the hose on the truck if you're standing outside of it. That is very important. Make sure you remember how to do that. From there, you can flex your J muscle and open up this menu, and you can see where all of the fires are in the entire city. The best part is, if you guys are a firefighter or a taxi driver or a truck driver and you go into the ghetto, they aren't allowed to kill you. It's against the rules. So if somebody does kill you, contact an admin or record the POV and post it on the forums and report the player because you're just doing your job, doing your work. So head on over to wherever the location is and start putting out the fire. So we just got here and you can see I'm putting the fire out with my fire extinguisher. If you look on the bottom of the screen there, it's going pretty damn slow. Like I said, you could use the hose on the fire truck. It's not actually from the truck, but it just spawns in your hands. But now you can see we're putting out the fire much, much quicker. This is extremely useful, and you can put the fires out very quick. Now, as a level 1 firefighter, I believe you make 250 bucks per fire. As a level 2 firefighter, you can make $350 per fire, and as a level 3 firefighter, you make $500 per fire you put out. That doesn't mean the fire at the location. That means each individual fire at the location. Some areas will have 5 or 6 different fires you have to put out. Other ones will have 2, like this one, for example. So from this entire spot here, I will make $1,000. There are ways to make it go even quicker though. If you just get one of your friends to help you out with this, they will also get paid for putting out the fire alongside you. So you guys could both be aiming at the same fire and put it out 2 times quicker. You get another person and maybe another person to help you out as well. Now you got 4 people putting out the same fire, all getting paid at the same time and getting the same amounts depending on what level firefighter you are. Which means you could put fires out extremely fast and all of you get paid a bunch of money. That's one of the most perfect ways to make money in this game. Now that's not the only good part about being a firefighter. Sometimes people will tip you money. So as you're going to see here, I'm going to open up the menu where I can see all of the fires. And at the very bottom it'll say farm number 2 is on fire. So I'm going to drive all the way up there and put the fire out at farm number 2. Now I will still get paid the same amount I normally would, 500 bucks per individual fire. You also saw there it'll say weak, medium, or high fire site. If it's a weak fire, there's probably only like 2 or so flames there. If it's a medium one, there might be 3 or 4, and if it's a higher fire site, there's usually 5 or 6 different fires you have to put out, which means obviously you make more money. And there's also another way you can get a lot more money from being a firefighter. Let's say you guys put a fire out at beach, market, or casino, and this is where it happens most commonly for me. Every time I've ever put a fire out at beach, market, or casino, people always tip me. I remember one guy gave me like 40 pieces of steak one time to say thank you, because then he can go into the casino one time. I remember I was at beach market once and a fire erupted there. A firefighter pulled up and people started just handing him money because they're saying thank you. Because if he didn't pull up, that fire would just keep on going, which means every single shop at beach market isn't accessible to anybody, which means nobody's going to be able to sell anything. So some people will give you 100 bucks, other people will give you 5,000 bucks. Who knows? I've given like taxi drivers 100 grand for driving me a mile. So people will tip you if you go to the certain locations that people, I guess, really need. Like if you put out a fire at the TV tower, nobody's just hanging around the TV tower, but people do need it to be put out. It would be kind of cool if the server gave us like a little extra bonus for putting out fires at those special locations, I guess. But yeah, you can make a pretty good amount of money from that as well. Plus, as an added bonus, there's usually like 5, 6, or 7 individual fires at each of those locations. So if you're a level 3 firefighter, you're making a pretty good amount of money from that. And like I said, if you got like 4 of your friends helping you out, you're all making a bunch of money, plus you're putting out all these fires so much quicker. Like when I went up to the farm, there was already a squad of 3 people there just putting out fires, so I joined them. Now they got to put the fire out quicker, and we all got to make money super quick. If you were doing it by yourself, myself, just using a fire extinguisher, it would take forever to put out one fire. If you use the hose on the fire truck, it goes a lot quicker. I think it takes right around 50 seconds or something like that. And then if you have a whole squad doing it with you, it'll only take like 15 or 20 seconds to put out each fire. So like a minute and a half later, you put all the fires out and you're up a couple $1,000s. It's pretty awesome. Now let's say you don't have a squad to do this with. You have no friends on this server, you just started the game. And by the way, you have to be level 5 in the city to become a firefighter. And if you don't know how to level up, all you need to do is spend time in the city, and every time 1 hour passes, you get XP. Just so you know. And if you have Prime, you get money 2 times as fast. And I apologize if you hear anything in the background, that's my dogs playing. But anyways, let's say you don't have anybody to do this with. Well, lucky for you, all you gotta do is flex your T muscle and then click radio. As a firefighter, or as a truck driver, or as a cab driver, you have portable radios where you could talk to other people who are also in the same job as you and doing the same stuff. So you could say, hey, does anybody want to squad up so we could put fires out quicker, or something like that? And the people will say, yeah, for sure, because, you know, it makes them more money. You don't have to say a single word to them. Just drive around together and put out fires and make even more money than you would doing it by yourself. Literally 2 times faster. Anyways, that's pretty much going to wrap the video up. This is an amazing way to make money in Grand RP, especially as a new player. Yeah, it will take a little while, but honestly, you make a pretty damn good amount. And I wouldn't really recommend going to fires that are far out in like Paleto Bay or anything, because there's only like 2 spots that ever catch on fire out there, and that's farm like 2 and farm number 1. All of the other fires happen in the city most of the time, so you guys can just drive around there and put out fires like crazy. And like I said, if a fire erupts at the casino or beach market, be prepared, go put that fire out quick, and maybe some people will end up tipping you. Anyways, that's pretty much going to wrap the video up for today. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this helps set some of you new players in the city. And with that said, I will catch you guys in the next one.